It's Sharon again, the Enterprise Architecture Coach, and I am here to share another edition of the top 10 EA questions that I am asked most frequently. And today I've got question number 5. Can a project manager become an enterprise architect? So, first of all, just want to preface all of this by anybody can become an enterprise architect. It's, do you want to do this as a role or will you be hired as one? And senior roles can become enterprise architects because of the skills that they acquire during work as in a different role. And it's rare that someone that has no experience can just start being an enterprise architect. I've never heard of someone doing that. I've never seen that. I have seen a few instances of people being trained in this, and that's coming from other experience before they became trained right in university. So a project manager, a senior developer, or an analyst, either technology or business, can become an enterprise architect and be successful. There are no rules, but the enterprise architect role should be filled by someone who is an abstract thinker, meaning they are able to plan and work through some analysis and strategy without having concrete details. And if you really need some more information about abstract thinking, I think you should, get into that. You're on your own. They've also got good soft skills, and that's one of the things that I preach very highly in my coaching programs. That the soft skills are what is likely most important for this role. So you can get that enterprise architecture coaching at the website I've listed here, architectcoach.com, and there's some details there. So the skills you want to bring forward. The project manager has really good risk management skills, meaning they are able to evaluate the potential for risk and then put plans in place to manage that risk, as well as they are good at program management. So a program management skill is different than project management in that you are able to manage a collection of projects that together will allow you to transition or transform your company with a set of capabilities you're adding through various projects, and also to group them in a way that makes sense both financially and for success in your strategy at your company. The project management also excels in communication skills that are helpful to the enterprise architect role. And by saying that, I mean that they have a different set of communication skills. And what I would like to say is both up and down. So they like to talk to their team, people they're managing, as well as up to their stakeholders. And typically there is an architect on a project that is working with them on usually a part-time basis throughout the project in order to get it implemented. And so if you take a look at this diagram here, I've illustrated this inside my book and in my coaching, but I like to talk about some of the very top soft skills that an enterprise architect needs. And so if you take a look at some of these, the project manager will have good experience with them. As with everything, I talk about bringing your skills to this role. And your skills, ability, and knowledge is helpful for the enterprise architect. Senior leaders in the enterprise can bring their skills and abilities into this architecture role quite well. Now, what I'm saying is that the question I get asked is, can I do this job? And so that means you've already thought about it, you've been motivated to do it. And if you see chapter 1 and 2 in Zoom Factor for the Enterprise Architect, you will find quite an at-depth conversation or writing about the motivation for this role, what kinds of things that you really want to know about it before you consider doing it. So you're also, what I do in that book is really, I get into deep details about what skills to bring and which ones to leave behind. Finally, some action you can take here. You can connect with me in LinkedIn in a group called Enterprise Architect Careers. You can also go to zoomfactorbook.com and download a sample, of the chapter and the details or the table contents. here. You can also get some, some blog information details, and you can get those both here and at Career Tips on architectcoach.com. As well, if you are interested in enterprise architecture coaching, go to www.architectcoach.com, and I will see you at question 6.